out of the museum, and he goes, "Everybody get out! There's a bomb!" And nobody does anything, and he shoots the gun. He said, "I said there was a bomb." And this woman comes running by, this low cut shirt, and he says, "Titty, titty, titty, move them titties."
And that's how the podcast starts.
It is the dumbest line in the entire movie. It has no purpose, and you know he just did an ad lib. And I was like, did he just? And like nobody in the theater reacted to it. I was like, how did y'all not catch that?
Gotta hold the face. Gotta hold strong. What's that great thing that you printed back there, bro?
Huh?
Great thing.
Oh, my birthday balloon? I didn't print that. It just came that way.
That shit still got air in it.
I know it doesn't go
What
away.
great thing? You got a point. What is it?
Next to the mask. Next to the
The nerds guy.
That's the nerds thing. That was a prototype I did for Eric Nerds Clothing. I never sent it to him because every time I was like, "Yo, what's your address?" He never sent it, and then he was like, "Yo, send it." I was like, I couldn't find it, and then I was going through boxes. I was like, "Oh, here it goes." Now it's like, I think he has somebody making this stuff, so I'm like, well, there's the need. It's gone.
I
got his.
whatchamacallit helmet, and was that whatchamacallit visors? The visor.
That's my first ever print on an old printer. That was the visor for Cyclops. I never painted it, and it's now sitting on Deadpool's helmet.
Mm-hmm.
And then next to Magneto, it is the Billy Clubs
for Daredevil, right?
Yeah, and above it is Daredevil's helmet. It's just mad high, you can't see.
Oh, definitely.
And that's Megaran's blaster.
Oh,
I just turned it around because the yellow gives us this weird glare.
So does the blue. It's got a splicing line in it.
Line in the middle.
Goes up black.
It's because the light is right here.
Yeah.
And it's like the light is shining on it, but it's also reflecting itself.
Yep.
It's the weirdest thing. But this is my favorite guy.
Fixed it all.
That's my favorite guy right here.
Lily?
You printed that as soon as you got the AMS?
What?
First thing
that's not a print. That's a doll. That's a plushie.
Listen, if you would have printed that up, I'm like, hey, you got it. You got it, boss.
And behind me, it's just a whole bunch of
Funko Pop
printed stuff. Yeah, no,
that's a Funko Pop back there.
Yeah, it is. That's a Stone Cold Funko Pop. But behind that, it is the dagger from Supernatural, my favorite show of all time. Oh. The Angel's dagger.
Never seen
Angel Blade, rather. Best show in the world.
I've legitimately never watched it.
Best show in the world. Still doesn't change that.
I've watched the first episode like 6 times trying to watch the series and just couldn't do it.
It's one of the best TV shows ever made.
Best in the world.
All right. So now that we got our random talking out of the way, let's do a full-blown intro and continue the randomness of the talking. Welcome to another episode of Bumps and Bruises podcast. I'm your boy Marcos. To the left of me is You Fucked Up, aka Bama. And below me somewhere there is Shane, aka Drizzen. Welcome, guys. I assure you, I assume everybody's had a good week. Let's get right into it. Let's get to the best SmackDown we've ever seen, ever. Wait, no, that's this week. The next week coming up, the SmackDown that we saw was actually pretty good. We had a couple things. We had Obafemi come out in the loudest African Uncle shirt ever. It looked like he got dressed by Jeremy Piven in Rush Hour 2. It was like, I'm gonna dress you in something. I'm crocodile. And with his old man Slex. Continuing the trend that certain professional athletes cannot dress. He came out and had an amazing promo that showed his ruthless aggression against Cody Rhodes, aka QB1, and they sold the match very well. And then that got followed up by what is the highlight of the week every single time is Dragunov's open challenge, which was not an open challenge. It was direct challenge by what's his name, Tommaso Ciampa, and which was a great match up until the last minute of the finish, where somehow Dragunov's nose and lip got busted open, like to the point that he didn't even do his full finisher. He just pinned him, and then he got the 1-2-3, which after some shenanigans, an attempt there by his tag team partner and their valet, and somehow we got Mellow Hayes involved with the losers t-shirt. What you guys thought about that number one, the t-shirt, and that match itself?
I think the match was cool. T-shirt, did they drop it on merch? I feel like that needs to be one.
I thought that was a custom thing. I didn't think that was a real tee. I thought that was just something he made for himself. Did that look like something that they would print? Like, as it said, "We losers are weird" or something like that. I don't know.
Oh well, it does not exist, but it should, because the mellow don't miss. Yeah, it's cool. You know.
Oh, it's part of the current merchandise cart that I have on Fanatics sitting. I might do a whole thing, like do a $60 order, just like all these discounted t-shirts, which unironically and ironically is a lot of black talent. Well, some of them are not there anymore, so I don't have those new gimmicks, those old gimmicks anymore. Like, I'm about to get a Hit Row t-shirt for no reason. About to get the battle tested Bobby Lashley tee, you know?
Crazy.
Oh, they get 30 cents, you know, they get a 30-cent residual check from that, I assume. At the end of the month, it'll be me. It'll be like, hey man, remember if you had to make a phone call, you still had to borrow 20 cents? That was from me. Those 30 cents that got you halfway there. If you ever find a payphone, if you travel back to 1998, I made that happen for you. But yeah,
You did that.
So, what are your thoughts on this segment as well? The one that opened with Oba Femi. What were your thoughts about that?
Oba, you know, we love Oba over here. You know, what they say, what the big podcast say, friend of the podcast, friend of the pod.
He's a friend of the pod.
Friend of the pod.
He doesn't know it yet.
I mean, just like Josh Segura, he's a friend of the pod, good friend of the pod.
Yes, sir.
When I it was funny because when we were in Survivor Series and we ran into what's his name, Stephen Amell, and then were you there standing next to me when I started blurting about how in our pod we talk about Josh Segura quite often, and he was like spacing out. You know how like somebody starts listening and then they just like
Going out.
yeah, I was like, well, okay, thank you for your time. Like,
Can you give me his number?
no, that would have been weird. Now, if Bootleg Kev would have had us talking with him a little bit longer, I don't know, man. I might have marked out. Would have been like, hey, man, if you could just provide me that man's email, something. We just want him. I just need a cameo from him to be like, hey, man. You guys at Bumps and Bruiser Podcast, I see y'all. Anyway,
we don't even have to get him on the pod. We just need a little head nod.
Yeah, like you know what? God bless Josh Segar. Anyway.
This will be part of the intro when we get that intro song, you know,
done.
Oh, we do have to corner rant about that again.
Yeah,
but it was funny, you know. Shout out to what's it called? What's it? Stephen Amell for putting up with my jibber jabber, because I was like in my mind, I was like, yep, I went 15 seconds too long in this conversation. I was like,
it happens, man.
I was like, cool. But yeah, friend of the pod, Oba Femi. And then after that, I believe we had pretty much the setup of the rest of the card.
Well, I am going to talk about real quick. It was weird how like Fraxium was like, Ilya, you know, we've got your back. And then Carmelo ran out to save, and Fraxium never was talked about again. That was weird, right?
I think what this is gonna lead to is some type of crazy multi-man match, either in the first SmackDown, the season opener,
Right.
because they start, they apparently January is not going to be the season premiere of these shows, or it's gonna. I think they're setting the ground up to have kind of like how the tag team belts were like the featured act in the third hour. Like now it being the United States title, and they're trying to set up every single viable opponent, not appointment. Which kind of makes sense. Hey, I'm cool with it as long as Carmelo Hayes gets a lengthy run. That's all I care about. Like his crowning moment needs to happen at a PLE, not on a SmackDown before a PLE. Or, I'm cool with it as long as it becomes the focal championship that gets defended on the show. Because, say what you want about Dragunov, he is an amazing talent. And but he's on every week since he's been back, which is good.
He's following in the footsteps of Sami Zayn.
Yeah, and I think they're establishing it as the workers' belt, and I think Dom's belt, they're establishing it as the baby run for the main event scene, which is pretty cool,
man.
So
yeah, I thought it was weird how Fraxium was like, yeah, we've got your back. If anything goes strange, we're there for you. And then they never came out like Carmelo did.
Yep. I mean, hey. It was strange. A lot of the talent was traveling together. Like, I know the SmackDown people went on the road because they all appeared at Saturday night's main event. Did we have a tag team match, or we had a confrontation? I believe between MFT and Wyatt Six. But SmackDown was just setting up the pay-per-view. We saw Charlotte. Was it Alexa Bliss versus Lash Legend? I believe, in which Alexa Bliss took the fall, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, that was surprising.
That means that they're getting behind Lash Legend. All the rumors, if you believe the dirt sheet, it's true. She's getting a main event push or a sustainable push. You know what I mean? And hopefully that's good things to come. I honestly don't know what they're doing with Jade. Like her feud is with BFAB, and then BFAB is again another nowhere to be found. And they threw Mia Yim again to get squashed by her a couple times during the show.
That's what they do.
It's like, and I assume maybe Mia Yim maybe BFAB had a personal thing that she had to take care of. Props to Zelina Vega, who lost her dad like literally 48 hours before and still made the tapings and was there probably all weekend, including Monday.
What?
I thought she posted about it. I don't know if he just passed.
No, her dad died in 9/11.
Oh, so why was she putting
when she won the US title,
she put up a post about him or her grandfather, somebody. Hold on. Am I bugging?
See, look at knowing some stuff, and he don't even like her. Just
somebody died in her family that she was like my Michael. She posted it 5 days ago, to be exact, on her Instagram. And I was under the impression that it was either her uncle or her dad.
Yeah, her dad died like in the World Trade Center.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're right. But it was somebody close to her passed away.
Her uncle.
Yeah. So I respect the work ethic there, and it's crazy because you didn't even see, she was a professional.
All right. I don't want to kick the horse when it's down, But it's funny because the reason that she got released was for refusing to follow instructions, and when she was told to stop doing Twitch, and she said, "I'm too important. I don't have to stop." And then they released her, and she went, "Oh my God, what happened?"
But I guess that was around pandemic, right? People grow, which is always a good thing.
Which, I mean, they did talent dirty by cutting off that pipeline for them, saying you can't do Cameo, you can't do Twitch, like all of this has to come through us. You're using your name and likeness, which we currently own.
I think if they would have softened on those rules, half of the people that ended up on, honestly, I'm not even being funny. I think that Adam Cole would have still been wrestling in WWE, and because I'm weird about, I think the decisions you make affect the outcomes in your life.
Mm-hmm.
I think somehow he would have not had that concussion. Like, I'm not saying that AEW is unprofessional, because they're not. It's the ripple effect. You know what I mean? Like if he would have not been at that match that caused the first concussion that led to the series of concussions, he might have been good.
He wouldn't have broken his ankle because they wouldn't have had a stupid stage.
Thing like this, and again, AEW is a safe place. Not a lot of people get hurt, but I think people try to put their bodies on the line to get a viral moment, to stand out more than in WWE, where everybody's like, these are your expectations, break through to the crowd, instead of where AEW. And again, I am not a wrestler, I am not talent, I'm not associated in the industry, I'm a fan like everybody else. I think it's about what gets the people talking at the wrestling, like, water cooler the next day. You know what I mean? Like what the internets are going to talk about.
Yeah.
And but like there's other things, like I think Keith Lee, that's just unfortunate. I don't think it was the work style, like his body just said no mas. And hopefully we get to see that man one more time in the ring if he's able to. But yeah, like I think relaxing certain things like that, you would have had your people stay. I don't know if he would have wanted to stay behind and his friends go, but I think that played a huge part of it. I don't know him that well, but I felt like he was enjoying that too much. I think he kind of would have been cool, like some other people, for them to go over. You know what I mean? Like maybe Bobby Fish would have stayed behind with him, and they would have had some tag thing or something like that.
If they didn't stop, if they didn't, kill the entire Twitch and Cameo thing, I don't think that we would have seen Cole or Cesaro leave, because they enjoyed the party and doing the Uno games and all that way too much.
But I don't know how close he was with his stablemates buddies during that time, because I know this guy, the Messiah, the Backbreaker, he was gonna leave Roderick Strong because his wife was already employed there at the time, wasn't she?
Right.
So that was just, it made sense for him, and I think he was out. He's Florida based at that point, and it's like NXT is different. You know what I mean? Like, yes, you travel, but you're not like, it's seldom compared to the main roster where you're like, I don't know where I'm gonna be next week. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're gonna all be in Europe for like all of January very soon. So I don't know. But anyway, let's get back to the matter at hand. The reason of the name of this episode, the reason for Derek's name, Saturday Night Main Event.
You gotta stop Dejectocito in this man.
He's just shaking his head.
He's not gonna come back.
I didn't even say anything.
You didn't even do anything wrong. I've been doing.
I just said I'm gonna let you take it away and let you describe it, but you could go ahead and remove me from the stage for 2 minutes. I'm gonna watch you. I gotta make a quick call, so go ahead and do that.
You have to call. You gotta call.
I gotta make a quick call. So go ahead and remove me from the stage and keep talking.
and you take over the stage.
Sure, I got you. Give me a wave when you're done.
All right, you fucked up. Give us the entire feature story.
Oh, so I mean, Oba Femi match, that was cool. I don't like how they did him. That's just my opinion, though. I don't like the Drew McIntyre run out. Like, why couldn't Oba just take the dub? I felt like it benefited Oba more than it would have hurt Cody. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how you feel about that match. End of that match, the whole thing in general.
I think I called it last week. I think I said that McIntyre was probably going to interrupt it, and because it's the easiest way possible to protect both men. I also said that I fully believed that either one of them could have gone over. You could have had Oba beat him as long as Oba then moved up. Then the complication becomes, how do you have Oba drop the title? But I think that's all still possible. Obviously, they went the easiest route that there is, and that's having Drew McIntyre show up. And Oba kind of put his camp in the either face camp or in the Stone Cold, I do what I want. I'm kind of a tweener, but it makes me a face because the crowd loves it when people do that.
Mm.
But this could also very easily lead to friction between Oba and McIntyre, and that causes Oba to lose his NXT title, and that's when he comes up. So still lots of possibilities there. I think they did the easiest, probably laziest way that they could have finished that match. But good match overall. I think they work well together. I think it shows that Oba is ready, and he's ready to go main roster and ready to be dominant. The only thing that he might need to continue to work on is his mic, and that's just because of the accent and having the masses be able to understand him more clearly.
Yeah, no, I get it. No, I definitely enjoyed that match. I enjoyed most of the card. But yeah, I just don't like how it ended. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And it was the easy, lazy way out.
And then after a while, I'm tired of Drew and Cody. Like, shit.
Drew needs to take the title off of him.
I mean, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with Cody losing the belt. And I like you, Cody. Okay? Because I know Marcos is listening. He's gonna be like,
he's gonna come back with the jacket on.
You hate him. Okay. He said run it back.
Hi. I mean, so I really liked the match. It showed us a lot. But I think I understand you guys said it was a safe thing, but I think it was the only call that they could do at this particular point.
Why do you think?
Because if they would have lost, if he would have lost to Oba Femi, right, clean, or something like that, if he would have lost to Oba Femi clean, and then Drew would have jumped him, then that means that Drew was not going to beat Cody. Now Lisa keeps the possibility open of Cody dropping the belt at Royal Rumble. And I don't know if you guys saw in the last 24 hours, they did a Aldis Drew McIntyre sit down that turned into Cody going up, because it's happened in Drew McIntyre's house, and Cody rolled up and assaulted him there. Like, they're creating this to be a blood feud.
That again. Okay.
So, like, you know what I mean? Like old school, like, you know what I mean? Like, he literally, like, Cody rolled up and like cops showed up. Like, it was like, it's, if you look at it, it's on the WWE's YouTube, which I'm pretty sure they're gonna like spam on all the socials and on Friday's show. So I like where they're going with that. And I think you finally crown Drew and give him a run, and then have Cody unhinged. Or if not, I think if it doesn't happen at Rumble, I think.
But Cody can't get that title back after that, though. Not immediately. Cody can't be the one to take it back off of.
I know that depending on what they have, if it's Cody Punk, I can see him dropping the belt and moving over to Raw and try to dethrone Punk, which gives Roman. I think Roman is on a collision course with Brock, who's also, from, if you believe the rumors, who's saying that he wants to retire in Minneapolis, which Q and Gunther. I think what I said, which was purely out of my ass, I think Gunther's going to start retiring people. That's going to be his thing. And he has 3 big names in the foreseeable future, and in the next 18 months he can retire. Brock is a huge name.
Itching my finger.
AJ and Orton is going to end it. At which point, then he becomes like the villains of all villains. Like, you know what I mean?
The legend killer versus the legend retirer.
I mean, he would probably end up with the legend killer thing. But the whole legend killer came about is because Randy Orton just didn't respect legends. He wasn't trying to like retire him. Like if anything, the promo cuts itself. He could be like, hey, you just disrespected legends because you were jealous. I'm actually better than them. Boom. Book it, cut it, simple. Let's go. But yeah, I did like the match. I just felt that either they didn't get their cues right, because it felt like Obafemi was gonna like still put boots to Cody, and then like somehow he realized like, oh no, this is the raise hand and let's be baby faces. Because I never got the feeling that Oba was a baby face in his entire run up until Saturday night's main event. Because he's just like the immovable object, right? Or am I wrong there?
He's had flashes of face.
Like he's always been the dominant guy. Like everybody they put up against him, he's like damn near squashed.
They've done that, but they haven't committed to putting him into he's the evil heel and he's not the good guy face. He's just running that little tweener line.
He's basically the Asuka in the men in the like you know what I mean? Like that everybody's just, is this gonna happen? Is it gonna happen? And it hasn't really happened. Like
that's a good pull. That's a good comparison, because that's how Asuka was during her NXT run. She was facing everybody. It didn't matter if they were a face or a heel. She was immediately able to play the opposite side of them.
Yeah. So where do you, if you are booking Oba, where do you see them going with this, Derek? Or where do you want them to see? I think, and it's gonna suck. What I would like to see as a fan, which I don't think is gonna happen, I think he's gonna be the Finn Balor, and which sucks, because from what I heard is that Javon Evans is already pulled. He got called up full time, as noted in Monday Night Raw. He gets a match next week. And the fact that he already had his title shot last week and lost, I think he's going to be one of those rare people that don't win the belt and is going to be like the person that rejuvenates the main roster. If it was the other way around, I would have Javon Evans get crowned over the winter break, because tonight they're doing a live show followed by a taping for next week, and then on Wednesday they're doing back-to-back tapings to cover New Year's as well.
I would like to see Javon with that NXT belt before he moves up.
Yeah. Like, cause then it's like, I get it. Things change at a drop of a dime, and rosters are kind of like, not static. You know what I mean? But it's like, you've been doing this David versus Goliath storyline for like what it seems like a year. Let him win. You know what I mean? And then because now it feels like they're shoehorning Tony D'Angelo to beat Oba, even though he targeted Javon Evans, right? Like which I love Tony D'Angelo, but I just don't see him as the brand like person. Like, you know what I mean? Do you see him being a top? Like, I don't know how much you've seen Tony D'Angelo, Derek. Mm-hmm. Like he was good when he was doing the US belt, the US title, but I don't know. Like, I feel like this guy has that on lock now. What do you guys think about that?
I'd definitely like to see, like, I just to reiterate that part, I would love to see Javon Evans get that belt before he moves up. I think that gives him a good tie-in.
For sure.
That lets him go. The Tony D'Angelo thing, he was deadlocked in going to the main roster 6 months ago. Then they didn't touch him and didn't know what to do with him.
I think he got hurt, and then he came back, and then they were like, all right, we're gonna hold him for the main roster, and then he didn't get pulled up. But it's like they're in a weird position because Javon Evans does not beat Obafemi.
Right.
Who do they have propped up to beat him? Ricky Saints, from what I hear, is all but on the main roster already after his quick run.
Which is crazy because he's the one that cost Javon Evans the title.
Yeah. And then on top of that, you also got, based on his debut, Joe Hendry. I don't think he's NXT bound. Although I did hear Michael Cole say NXT's Joe Hendry on the call on Saturday when he popped up. So it's like, who do you put in that spot? Like, who's supposed to go to NXT and be the flag bearer there? Like,
I don't know. All the talk that I heard over like the last 6 months was that it was supposed to be Javon Evans, and then they keep pulling him up to main roster, and now the word is that like he's going main roster. So everything I heard is that Oba was going to go up, and then Javon and Ricky were going to be like the flag bearers. But now it sounded like they're pulling everybody up.
Which means that what do you do? Like I know Stephanie Vaquero's boyfriend who Miles, but he hasn't really done anything. Like he's been teased as a main eventer, but then again, you know, NXT always surprises me. Like the current main event scene on the women's side for them, none of these people were main event players 6 to 8 months ago.
And my goodness, the push that Sol Ruka is getting is insane.
And she hasn't even touched the NXT title. The fact that what's it called? JC Jane won the belt back. Like she was a person that I was like, what? Like, I guess they need a transitional champion. She was like, nope, I'm still her. And she came out of nowhere because remember, I don't know, Derek, if you were watching back then, she was like the stablemate member that wasn't like the main stable person. You know what I mean? It was like the side person. It's like who are those guys, the fake NWO that NXT has? The people that they used to come out.
No, not
with,
Ascension.
With,
Dark State.
Yeah, Dark State. It's like if one of the guys that doesn't talk just all of a sudden became the NXT champion, and they were like, wait a minute, like you wasn't even the main guy. Like, how are you the NXT champion? But you know, NXT can do no wrong. They have like a crazy amount, but I feel like they also have like a weird turnover when it comes to men wrestlers there. Like they don't, like a lot of guys don't get perpetual pushes.
Well, I think a thing that happens is they get these guys that become legitimate superstars on the NXT level. And NXT is kind of like AEW, where a lot of the internet wrestling community enjoys it more than the flagship WWE products. So with that, when you get that NXT stardom, you start to get such a push in following from the internet wrestling community that the only logical next step is to take them and put them on the flagship product and go, maybe this is when that internet wrestling community finally buys in and believes that our flagship shows are the things that they should be watching every week, and our ratings go up from that. But every time they do it, they fumble those debuts. These guys come in and they do nothing. Like, I mean, we've seen it countless times.
And it's also like a lot of the monster heels that they have are like people that are different talent. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like the guy that was feuding with Javon Evans, that he was like the part Cherokee guy, the guy that had the Native American heritage. Like these are guys that they turn heel, they're big dudes, and then WWE just like, oh no, we just need a foil for the good guy that everybody likes, and then they disappear. They never win a title, they never do anything. Like Tony D'Angelo's guy, what's his name? The guy that turned on him.
Joey Stacks?
Yeah, Stacks
Lorenzo.
Once he turned on D'Angelo, it was like, okay, cool. Now D'Angelo's gone and we don't have anything for you. You can just disappear.
Storyline, the whole family storyline leading up to that, and like, are they going to turn on each other? Is one going to do it before the other one? That was great. That was like soap opera level. Like
the
mini
anticipation
vignettes.
was better than the payoff.
Yeah.
Like, have you been bought into those storylines, Derek? Or were you watching NXT like that?
I was. It wasn't like it didn't pull me in like that.
Uh-huh.
But I did see him. Yeah.
I personally thought those storylines were fantastic. I thought they did a really good job in setting all of that up. And then when it came time for the payoff, where we finally get to find out they just fumbled the ball. Like they dropped at the 1 yard line and it never recovered.
Yeah, and it's like that with the what is it? I was about to say FU. What is it? The something U, the university gimmick that they had.
Chase U.
Yeah, Chase U. Like they never had a payoff. Like Adrian Chase never won the belt, and now they're considering him. They made him a manager. So it's like, damn. It's like Saved by the Bell. Remember when Saved by the Bell, the new class, when they couldn't get Screech to go anywhere, and then they brought him in as a teacher. But then it's like, what are you going to do with Screech's character? Because he's not popular enough to get like his own show, and he doesn't fit in the other Saved by the Bell character. So it's like, all right, we're just going to keep him there. It's like, that's what Adrian Chase is right now. He's like the guy that graduated high school and still just hangs out. Like he can't do anything.
Not at the high school. Oh Lord.
I mean, because think about it.
It's
That's what NXT is.
It's Chase University.
But you know what I mean? Like what is he doing in NXT? He's not.
It was
even
also
wrestling.
real weird that like Chase U was getting pushed for push hard, and they were getting ready to win the NXT titles, and then suddenly the other half, what was it?
Yeah, he got released.
Duke Hudson got released kind of out of nowhere. I don't even know why he got released. I never really looked into it, but they were getting pushed for like top tier when the New Day had the tag titles and they held like the fatal 4-way. It was Pretty Deadly, New Day, Chase U, and one other team that I can't think of.
Hank and Tank, I believe.
No, I think this was before Hank and Tank.
Yeah. They're another team that once Dark State like beat them, it's like nothing. We're not doing anything with you guys. It's like I guess these pushes come from them trying to see where they can go with these characters. But it's like I see NXT as its own brand, so it's like I understand the revolving door of the championships and the challengers. It's all like tryouts, right? But it's like, come on, man. Like at least like if you can have baby faces win, like the Asian guy. Remember when he challenged Obafemi? He came back, turned on his partner to just become a heel and challenge his partner. And then that led to nowhere. It was like a feud. It's like, why? So now both of them not in the title picture at all.
Yep.
It's like, what is going on here?
Yeah, it's weird for sure.
It's like when they don't want to put the belt on somebody, somebody comes in and has a personal feud with them. And then they're like, okay, let me forget about the whole reason why I'm here. It's like, but going back to Saturday night's main event, we are in agreement that the best match on the card was the tag team match, right? Like that literally was like, if WWE could give us matches like that.
I didn't know where you was going,
bro. Huh?
I didn't know where you was going with that one.
I wasn't sure where he was going either. I was like,
I was saying,
gonna drop Sol Ruka. Like,
I'm about to push the button.
No, because it's like, bro, like it's a perfect match. Like, you know what I mean? Like WWE knows. Like, I don't know. Like, I used to think that WWE would be like, you guys are a tag team match. Go out there. But WWE showed on Saturday night that they know how to pick a tag team. The fact that AJ Styles is the veteran that can still go, but Dragon Lee was the guy taking all the offense and jumping around with Javon and what's his name from TNA,
Leon Slater.
Leon Slater. That was insane.
To call him, but until I stopped myself.
Like, bro, like even though like you could tell there was jitters because when like the only thing, it was a perfect match. Even with AJ Styles botching his phenomenal elbow, And shout out to the announcers. They were like, oh, he slipped because they were like selling an injury from earlier. He was like, I was like, okay. But man, Leon Slater and Javon Evans is a tag team that I didn't know I wanted until they like, you know what I mean? Like, bro, give them both sets of titles. Like, bro, when Javon Evans jumped out the ring and then Leon Slater did the full flip over and then pushed himself off the top of the turnbuckle in the first match, and then the timed super kick, like, yo, it was like it's like, you remember, like, you know what it reminded me of, and this is gonna sound crazy. Remember in Avengers Endgame when they were trying to keep the gauntlet out of Thanos's hand, like, and then Spider-Man and everybody kept pulling and everything. That's what every time that's the AJ Styles went to do the Styles Clash, when they kept super kicking him, they were like, if he does this, it's over. It's like, you know, it was like, it gave me that feel. Like, if he hits the Styles Clash, it's done. Too. It's like, oh my God. Like, because it's like they kept coming with like perfectly timed super kick. It was like, and then the match ended when he got the Styles Clash, which I loved. I was like, okay, like this.
But let's
like
also let's quickly acknowledge how much freaking height Javon Evans got on that top rope cutter.
Hey, what that sign say in the crowd? That boy got bounced.
He gets bouncy.
Yeah, he's bouncy. There we go.
Because you know, because we saw Javon Evans. You remember when we went to GCW? He pulled up.
Yep.
Like he looked like a regular dude, but this man is made of rubber and not like oh, he does weird. It's not like who's a guy from New Japan? What's his name? That he was a champ recently. European dude. Oh my God, that he was stablemates with Grumpy Grump. Yeah. Like Zack Sabre Jr. is like, what makes him good is that he's a good wrestler, but he's also very flexible. Javon Evans is very athletic, and I felt like he has freaking springs in his legs, bro. Like, it's him and Leon Slater. It's like, how can you do this stuff? Leon Slater, knock on wood, that man throws like his health in the air. Like he just wrestles with reckless abandonment. Because when he went over that was the first spot that they did. When he went over the corner of the turnbuckle, I kept thinking about that TNA X Division match when he jumped off the X on the top of the turnbuckle.
Nobody caught his ass.
And no, if it wasn't for what's his name, Top Dollar, he would be dead.
If it weren't
Top
for
Dollar, like you know, he did just enough. Yeah, he did just enough to like that man not just hit pure concrete. Like,
yeah, AJ reached out like OBJ, catching him like this.
It's like, but so what do you think? Is this your first time seeing Leon Slater like on full display like this, Derek, or you've seen him on TNA before?
Hold on, I've seen him on TNA. I saw when him and Evans fought before. Like, I like him. Like, I wouldn't mind seeing him come over on, you know what I'm saying, on the NXT side and see what
I want him and AJ Styles to end the TNA pay-per-view together. I think maybe this might lead to their premiere main event of their premiere show on their new network. That'd be dope. Like, you know what I mean? Like for the X division, like, because that's what I felt like they teased when AJ Styles appeared on TNA. Like, come on, like you got to let these guys just let it rip. But speaking of letting it rip, Javon Evans versus Pete Dunne, Rayo Americano.
Okay,
it's gonna hump.
Like, you talking about Butch?
Yeah.
No, nobody's talking about Butch. Nobody's talking about Butch.
That match is gonna hump like hard.
It's gonna be so good.
And I think it's because you know, Rayo, aka Pete Dunne, he knows how to work with high flyers and make it like grind them into a technical match. Like, you know what I mean? Like that. I'm glad that they didn't go with the other dude. What's his name? Because He's power. Yeah, Tyler Breeze is just pure power. So, like, you can't I don't.
That's Prince Petty.
Yeah, like, but I would love to see them. I would love to see Pretty Deadly versus Javon Evans and Leon Slater. I think that's a great matchup.
Yes.
And speaking of, so I think we should just talk about Cena at the end of the show. So
no.
Or you want to talk about it now?
You said you want to talk about Monday Night Raw. Let's talk about Monday Night Raw.
So Monday Night Raw was dope. Like the only thing that stood out because I was watching the international feed was Dominic Mysterio looked like he was preoccupied. I don't know if you guys saw the international feed. They did one of those Byron Saxton interviews. It looked like he was looking off to the side, and then like you could hear somebody talking. Like it looked like his mind was elsewhere. Like even in the segment that he did backstage, it was kind of like okay, yeah. But you did see. I felt like Morgan is turning heel on Raquel. Did you see when Raquel was like, "I don't need you," and she was just like glared at her, but it was like
just. And as soon as she turned, it was
yeah.
I think it's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun. I can't wait to see that. I'm not gonna lie. I wanted Raquel to win, bro.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie. I hated Nikki Bella interfering because it's like really. Like now you're gonna feud with both of them. Both of these girls can squash you because you're like it's like three different levels. It's like of growth. It's like Nikki Bella, then Vaquer, and then Raquel. It's like why are these two people that are bigger than you and more athletic are scared of you because you're a veteran? It's like
because she a total diva. Okay,
it's like.
I hate that you said that.
I did like the what they doing with Bailey. I just don't know what the end is. When she's like, he's like, oh, so now you're gonna go home and quit? She's like, what? You stupid idiot! Like I like that when she got fired up.
Hello.
Like I don't even think they're doing a heel turn anymore. I think it's just that's gonna be the thing. It's gonna be like you got to get Bailey fired up. And first of all, shout out to Bailey. Her clinic that she did last weekend was that's like the first ever of its kind. To the point that WWE was like co-signed. It was like, yes, anybody you want. Because she apparently did that out of her own pocket. It was her thing. Like rented out the school and everything, invited everybody. It was not like a WWE secret recruiting event. It was like, no, it was legit like a wrestling clinic. This is what wrestling should be. And unfortunately, those that made it out of those pay-to-play gyms in the early 2000s and the late 90s, they got scammed when they were like, "Oh yeah,
about that."
It's like Tito Santana is going to teach you how to wrestle, and then he shows up, you pay him the tuition, and then it's some guy that you never met named Tony that keeps slapping you around. Like I've never done that, but I've heard the stories.
I mean, that's how I got to my wrestling school. The guy that was his lifelong dream was to become a pro wrestler. And I was like, I still think I can play college football. I think I still have a shot at this, but I'll go with you as long as I could do my homework while we drive. Yep.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
After the second week, they were like, hey, we let you all come for the week of free training. Y'all got to sign a contract now. And they took him back. And he signed a 12-month contract. Knowing what I know now, just right there is the largest red flag of possible red flags. And
you got to pay up front. And then
he dropped $5,000. Flatbacks is like 8 weeks and less than that for multiple WWE alumnus and various other promotions as well. I was lucky that they targeted him as their mark. And I was lucky enough that I had a used car salesman for a father. So when they tried to do a sales pitch on me, I said, look, I'm a college student. I'm broke. you can't get no blood out of this stone.
And it's like, that was a thing. And it was like, it used to be worse pre-internet. Like they'll literally, they'll get like a former WWE personality to like like come in. You know how like it's an autograph session, like you know it's like, oh, we got Joe Hendry in today, and then they'll be like, hey, we just want you to tell these kids to sign up for this school, and Joe Henry will be like, all right, as long as you pay me my day rate, I don't give a shit. And then he gets paid, and then you never see Joe Henry, and you thinking that you're gonna get signed up by Joe Henry to be for him to teach you how to wrestle, and then you'll never see that person again. Then you might see them like at an autograph center, be like, yo, how come you never came back to the school? And he'd be like, huh? What are you talking about, kid? Like,
and that was a tactic very much used. They didn't take it that far, but on their website, when they talk about their alumnus and everything, they talked about Sanjay Dutt. And when we first got there, she wasn't an alumnus at the time. For the first 2 weeks that we were there, Mickey James trained there initially. Like that was her first school that she went to. And if you go to their website now, even though it's owned by new people who I don't think are the unscrupulous that owned it previously, they still have those alumnus listed on there.
Yeah. And it's like, truth be told, a lot of people, if they think you're going to make it, like right now, and you just go to developmental, you sign a tryout deal, or you start in the indies. And I think the industry has changed to the point that it's kind of above board. There's still some smarminess out there, but it's kind of like, you know, they'll tell you up front, like, this is how much it costs to train you. But with this training, you'll get ring work, and then you'll be able to come out to the shows. There's no money in it. Like, it's up to you. It's kind of like, you know, if you go to culinary school, they're like, yeah, we'll teach you how to cook, but we're not telling you're not going to be Anthony. Yeah, you're not going to be Anthony Bourdain. Like, you know what I mean? Like we'll show you the technical skills. Either you make it, or you don't. And it's kind of like that. Whereas before is like, no, my buddy, you know, he works for the WWE, and if you sign up, he'll watch you wrestle, and you might get a contract. Like that happens quite often here, and it's like, wait a minute, that guy looks like John Cena, and I look like how I look,
and that's why, like, I didn't get taken, you know, out of the wallet. Like they didn't get me there, and I got trained. There's no question there. I know what I how to fall down. I know how to look like I get punched in the face, all that jazz. But the reason I never got to be on a show is because I never put that money down. They were never going to put me on a show. They were never going to let me say, hey, this is what I could do. So I was never going anywhere because I never put out the money for them to be successful, to be able to say, oh, he's from us.
Yeah. But so addressing a couple things. So before we move on to the John Cena, what do you thought about the main event and the reveal of Austin Theory? I felt like it kind of came off rushed, and I think they were doing that so they could wrap up anything that's lingering to focus on the anniversary show of Raw. Did you guys get that feeling too, or no? Or it might be a MacGuffin because they didn't say he was part of it. It could be to throw him off the scent.
I feel like, what's up with that haircut though?
He pulled off that mask, and I was like, Justin Timberlake?
Hey, I mean, hey, regardless you like him or not, Austin Theory is a handsome dude, so I think he has the look to make it.
He looks like Justin Timberlake with this haircut.
Yeah, that haircut.
He also slimmed down a little bit, I feel, and
haircut was rough.
I hope the fans give him a shot because he could wrestle, but people were like, it's like those intangibles.
She said she didn't like the haircut either.
She said no.
It's like, do you believe like that? Like, why do people not like him? And why did they like his former tag team partner a little bit better? I
think it's because Vince tried to, like, he was the Vince boy.
Yeah.
People didn't like
But that's not his fault. Like, if my manager likes me, what am I gonna do?
Hey, they didn't like Drew back then either. Blonde, no body hair, oiled up Drew. They didn't like that.
So, I mean, he still oils that thing up.
Pause.
No pause there. It's an inside joke. Like, you get that thing oiled up. Like, yep, sure did.
Listen, but no, they didn't like Drew back then. So I mean, I think that's why. That's why. And Grayson, like, I've met him like outside of wrestling. He's a cool dude. So I mean,
I think like honestly, when they broke up, I think Austin Theory should have had a babyface run. Like he's a great athlete and like he's a humble kid, at least when I met him, and he's good in the ring. But it's like people are like, I just don't know. I can't care about his matches. Like, you know what I mean? It's not like he's not limited in the ring. Like, I guess he could, like, you know what I mean? You know how like he reminds me a lot of John Cena when John Cena first came in the scene. He's like athletic, but people were like, but what is his thing? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm talking about like ruthless aggression, John Cena. Like, you know what I mean? Before his personality shine.
The prototype.
Yeah. No, well, he
Generic
was,
John Cena.
yeah, like, and that's the thing. I think maybe, like, I think his pairing with Seth would have probably been a better thing because Seth could bring out the personality in him because he already did that with where Braun Breaker. Like, I felt like Braun Breaker is turning into just instead of generic white guy one into a guy, like, you know what I mean? And then like,
So now he's just generic guy one. He's no longer
Well,
generic white guy.
I mean,
flustered and his promos is they look a little shaky.
yeah, but he's like he's rounding the corner, like, you know,
I guess.
like he's getting there, like as much as it's funny because it's like Bronson Reed, like we kind of like he's had a character, but like Braun Breaker is like he's a badass, and it's like cool. Everybody in the sport should be badasses, like, you know what I mean? They fight guys for a living, so.
So you know what the best part about these last 3 wrestling shows was?
What?
Shane, I bet you know.
No Brock?
Oh, I mean that's always great. We're always happy about that. I was gonna say the New Day and the Usos. Ma'am, what's wrong?
I mean, they left it all.
She sounded
on the
legit sounded like she said everything.
They left it all on the line. I just didn't like, if I had one scrutiny, I felt like Jimmy, either Jimmy was not in place or Jay was not in place for the 1D. Like, it looked like Austin was like saved it for them, and he also looked like he was this close to getting hurt.
Well,
like I don't know, maybe that's legit because I can't even remember in their tag matches versus the Brawnies. Did they try their 1D? Because I know they lost.
I don't think
so.
I think they went to set it up and it got broken up really quickly.
Yeah, that's the finisher. So
yeah,
I don't know. I like that match. I'm not happy the New Day lost, but them two teams going back and forth, here for it all the time.
They can run it back. And I also love this guy, the commentary about that you can split up both tag teams and then pair them up with each other's tag team partner and they'll still be successful because that's how much they know each other.
I liked that line. I thought that was really good. The one part in the broadcast that I didn't like is they caught the audio feed perfectly when they go out to the floor. Jay picks Xavier up and says, crossbody, and Xavier goes, yeah.
No, you heard it? I thought I was tripping. I was like, I heard crossbody, and then he hit it, and it wasn't even a full crossbody. But you know what I'm saying? Okay, I thought I was tripping.
He said, crossbody, yeah.
I mean, they were having audio issues because there were times when you heard the announcer like, yeah,
right,
like in the international feed.
Yeah, it was doing that on the
or like they were laughing. I heard them laugh a bunch of times when they thought they were muted or they were off air. Like you could tell they were like talking to somebody.
They got a new guy on the switchboard.
It is like
Stu said, man. Cena's gone, so am I.
Like, but hey, man, Derek, I know you don't like him. I know you don't like him, but
time to end the podcast.
No,
let's rip the Band-Aid off, Derek. Let's go.
I know you don't like him, but
like a moment to
the heat that he got yesterday is the reason why they gave it to him. Right?
Anybody that beat Cena was gonna get heat. Period.
No,
he's gonna get more.
No,
I agree that they could have.
They hated him.
Ways,
the fact that he needed security, that was actually DCPD that walked him to his car.
Yeah, I know.
Like, like if that would have happened in New York, if Saturday Night's main event in New York, he would have probably gotten assaulted. Like it's like
crazy out there.
Yeah, like come on, dog. But there's so many fan theories. John Cena put on a
how we end the show, guys. Thank y'all for coming.
Okay, hey, we don't want to talk about it. Hey, man, the boss said it. He said this is how we end the show, guys. Hey, I'm with it.
On all socials. I don't have anything to say. I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna let y'all do y'all thing because
no,
how do you not have anything to say?
I like this match. The match,
I can crash out.
No. You can crash out, but you didn't like the match. You didn't like the match. Take the finish outside because I know you didn't like the finish, but you didn't like the match. The match hit every note. Like I was nostalgic.
It was all dumb.
You thought it was all dumb?
The whole shit was stupid. Because it shouldn't. The whole thing was stupid.
Okay, let's go with it from this side. We know we already have. We've talked about it in the group chat a little bit, so we know where we're all coming from. What? He ejected Cena himself?
I thought it was gonna put me at the bottom.
He hit the wrong button.
but I'm just gonna say this. I'm just gonna come out and say this. Go ahead.
We talked about this in the group chat, and maybe this will let Derek talk about it a little bit without having to actually talk about it. The internet conspiracy theory is that the smile and then the tap was Cena going off script and that he was supposed to fade to black so that he never gave up. And that the tap was him doing what he wanted to do, going out the way that he wanted to, putting Gunther over.
All right. I got something to say on that. Counterpoint, I think that is complete fabrication by the internet. You know why? Because the talent was standing by to come out immediately. So what are they going to do? Come out and somebody was going to put smelling salts in his face to wake him up?
Well, talent was going to come out either way.
And I think the fact that Gunther, like, I think it was all done the way it was done because Gunther slid right out the ring, didn't celebrate, and just left.
But if you watch, there's a part where Gunther hops back and lets go of him and is looking around and looks up at the ref and goes, did he tap? And it looks like actual confusion. It's
character work.
I agree.
I think John Cena's personality came out when he was smirking. Because I bet you what happened is they were talking about this all day, about the finish. And Triple H said, let's do it. And John is like, it's like, I'm going to lose regardless because this is what I want to do. And then he went to Triple H and was like, yo, let me tap. And then Triple H was like, all right. And then he's like, but yo, you're going to get so much heat for this. And that's him thinking about it. He's like, I'm surprised Triple H said yeah. Then he just went like that.
And the embrace between him and Triple H.
He literally turned away from the camera, and you could kind of pick it up in the mic. John Cena was like, they're going ape shit over this, and kind of like they're laughing, and Triple H is like, it's whatever, dog. Like he was like John Cena was like kind of like you wild for this one, boy, and he's like, hey, it's all good because literally, I don't think Vince would have done that. I think Triple H, and he tripled down in the interview after. He's like, bro, I'm the face of the company, like publicly. I don't give a shit. He's like, he literally said, he's like, my shoulders are big enough for this. If you want to hate me, he basically got in his Nas moment, like, you can hate me now. Like, sure, you want to blame me for all this? Now, the funny thing is the genuinely like angry videos and comments of people are like, how you do this to Cena? And I said, and like, if I could talk to anybody, it would be like, do you think Cena, that somebody went to this and was like, Cena, this is the script, and he's like, really? Okay. No. They sat down and it's kind of like, what do you want to do? And he was like, all right, let's do this. Like Cena had full creative control, if not his entire run for the most part, or definitely his last match. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he is the guy. He's not Hogan. Like, he's like universally loved by everybody he's worked with. Well, in the later stages. I don't know. Some people didn't like him, a.k.a. Maven, a.k.a. Mr. Kennedy. Like, you know.
Well, back in the day, and he's admitted to that. Back in the day, he played the same politics that got played against him because he thought that's how you had to play the game.
Yeah.
And as people, we grow, we mature, we change who we are, and he's owned up to that.
But
same thing Michaels has done.
I will say that the crowd ain't shit. Chanting AEW and booing during the end of the match, and luckily calmed down after the talent came out. But like, yo, bro, like you're really ruining this guy's moment by like
Did
being
you see
angry.
Bailey's reaction?
Oh, I 100% I believe that because
and punks.
Yeah, but you know that I think they were coached on that because season 2 of the behind the stage thing comes out Unreal comes out in less than 4 weeks.
Yep.
And right after the match, talent was not allowed to go to Gorilla, and I 100% believe that that's going to be the main storyline of this entire season.
I think so too. I think you're 100% right.
And you know how I know? Because when we went to Survivor Series and I was in the press room, all of the ESPN 30 for 30 people, which is the same people that run these documentaries, Unreal, were there. And they were shooting with people that were in the back. Because there was like a makeshift locker room that they said like ESPN interview thing or whatever. So I think this is like the finishing touches. When it's something like this, it doesn't take him that long to cut him down because ESPN has been doing this. Once they know the story that they want to tell, they know what to film and they know how to get the person there. And from what it looks like, they already got John Cena's interview based on that long form interview that he did that came out right before his thing. I think this is gonna be like that'd be crazy if WWE wins like an Emmy for Unreal, like the most gimmick show ever. And so
I mean, they absolutely could though, because it's so well put together. And when you take a company like like WWE, like ESPN, like Peyton Manning Productions, and you put together these documentaries that hit all the points that fans want to see and put things together so well, I could easily see them getting some Emmy nods.
So if the first episode starts talking about John Cena's final year, you already know the fix is in. Like you already know. Like the whole thing was played out because come on, man. Like these are veterans. Now if like Roxanne Perez or like Illa Dragunov or like Braun Breaker, somebody that's young gets worked up, you get it. But the two most veteran people there, you think they're gonna get visually upset over something that they know was gonna happen? Like, come on.
So Bailey, I believe, yes, because that's her childhood hero. That's the person that got her into wrestling, along with Eddie Guerrero and that. But Cena has always been her guy. There's the photo from when she's like 12 years old or whatever at an autograph signing with Cena. And then speaking about, the flatbacks, the thing that she did, Cena was there for 8 hours, not getting paid. She didn't say, hey, can you please come do this? She said, if you're in the area, you can drop by. And he went for 8 hours and worked with all of these up and coming women. And so then to have that happen right after that, I could absolutely see a mother.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I know, Derek, like to finish. And I'm since we're going to wrap up here, just give us your honest thoughts. Like, seriously. Give us your honest thoughts. Because this is your pod. People want to hear what you have to say. Like,
I don't know. For me, like I said,
I just speak like you don't have to say just how you felt. Just
keep it a buck. I got you. Keep it a buck. Like I said, in my opinion, Gunther didn't need that. He don't need that ultimate heel push. I honestly don't want to see Gunther become this legend killer of 2025 or of the 2020s or whatever you want to call it. Like it's not my cup of tea.
Okay.
As far as what I'm saying. As far as wrestling goes, I think there was better people to put over. I think a younger talent, like an actual younger talent, would have been more beneficial than somebody that's he's 10 years younger. but is he going 10 more years?
I think so.
Yes.
Like 6, maybe 7.
Nah, I think he's gonna. He has, and first of all, it played up what Michael Cole said perfectly. Tonight, professional wrestling beats sports entertainment. That's gonna be the tagline.
That was a great line.
Like of Pat, even if he got fed that line or he wrote it down, that was perfect.
That was a fantastic line. Now, I will say, Derek, let me ask you something, because you and I, like 95% of the time, we're coming from the same angle. We're driving down that same road. Yeah. And up until what's that?
We're probably not going to this time, but I'm listening. What you got?
No. Because you and I agreed that we would have liked to see somebody besides Gunther, right?
For sure.
We agreed on that. How would you have felt if Joe Henry did it?
If Joe Hendry?
Yep, if Joe Henry was the guy.
I feel like Joe Hendry needs to push coming over from an indie, like being as big as he is in the indies, coming over into WWE now.
Okay, so this was a setup on my part. He's 4 months younger than Gunther.
I mean, I don't care about the age is the age. Like everybody's old.
Okay, so
to you, young buck.
my thing.
If that's the case, he's only 3 years or 4 years older than me, 4 or 5 years older than me. So
that means you got a shot. You could do it. So get off your ass.
Here's my thing. Here's my
right here. I gotta pay bills. Okay, so
my only thing. And this is not something that I didn't realize because we weren't thinking about this. Now that we're after and we already seen the aftermath, who would have been able to survive that nuclear heat?
I think if it wasn't like Gunther,
I don't think anybody would have celebrated him. This is not a Shawn Michaels, I love you, thank you, whatever. I forgot what he said. It's like
to Ric Flair,
I love you.
Yeah, like
he said, I love
this is not that moment. This was like.
But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. It's John Cena. Nobody was going to be celebrated for it. But someone else wouldn't have got what Gunther got, obviously.
And I think they already went down that route. If I could dial it back, remember when Roman Reigns beat the Undertaker and Undertaker left his boots there? How they had like
the first time they like Roman either way it went, like back then.
No, but they gave him nuclear heat and then he looked uncomfortable. Like they were trying to turn him when he was the big dog, when he didn't talk to people, when he was like, "Oh, this is my yard."
Yeah, he wasn't in his element, because if Roman Reigns was that guy then, was the tribal chief then, it would have blew the fuck up.
Yeah.
Because I think this character that he is now, that's his element.
Yeah, that's but I think if if things would align perfectly, I think if Roman Reigns would have came off of retiring John Cena, if like the years would align, which would have fell around Roman Reigns' reign of terror, and then Cody Rhodes would have beaten Reigns, and the same time he beat him. That would have been even way better. But, we got the timing that we have, and I don't think Roman is playing heel. Like honestly, the only other person that I can see on the roster that would have been, and I don't think the WWE is behind him like that would have made this work, would have been Solo Sikoa. That would have cemented him as the heel.
Beating Cena?
Yeah, and like taking that heat and been able to do something with it. Like Joe Henry would have been dead on arrival. You would have not been able to come in on Monday Night Raw and be like, say his name, man. Like people would
at the same time,
crap out of him.
Who needs it? Who would it have made? Gunther's already made. Gunther was already made. Gunther was made when he held the title for 666 days. And then won the world title. And then lost it to Jay and then beat him for it again. Gunther's been made. Gunther didn't need it.
But now
that's been my whole made.
Taking the outcome aside, how did you think the presentation of the match was?
I hated it. Like I was at that point, like on everything I love.
You didn't give it a chance just because Gunther was in it.
Sad I didn't go. I was sad I didn't go at the beginning of the show.
No, but I'm saying like you didn't give it a chance at all.
It was fire. But listen, I was sad I didn't go at the initial part of the show. Once that match hit and that match in, I was like, that's a couple grand that I saved for a day trip because y'all know how close I was gonna sit. But
yo, fourth row.
I'm cool that I didn't go.
Fourth row, an hour before the show was $400.
Yeah, but it was only 3 rows that were getting chairs.
Yep,
that came out after the fact.
I would have made it out with a chair regardless.
You can't tell me if I was in fourth row, I wouldn't have gotten a chair.
That shit don't matter. I'm the king of this chair.
And I'm pretty sure. So they only had 5 rows on Friends and Family hard cam side.
Yep.
So I bet all of those got chairs.
But you saw what was funny? Well, now it was funny, but that lucky fan, in the chair groups that we're in, you saw the one person.
Somebody gave him a chair.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I was like,
that had to be a comp or a fan.
That would have been Shane. Shane over here giving chairs to little kids. I'm like, nigga.
Yeah, I did.
but anyway, on that note, Derek, if you want to sum up in one phrase or sentence how you felt about John Cena's retirement at the end, after that we can end it. What would you say?
Cena, if you ever watch this, you might you're gonna be at home bored. Like Peyton Manning say, there's no interest music in the garage when you go into the garage unless you play it yourself. One of my favorite wrestlers for sure. Don't like how it played out, but if you went out on your own terms, kudos. You feel me? But why? Why did it have to be Gunther? Because you picked her. I know you did.
All right.
It didn't have to be.
On that note, thank you everybody for joining us for another edition of Bumps and Bruises podcast. Your boy Marcos, Derek, and his tag team partner that's falling asleep on his arm. Shane, thank you guys, and we'll see you next week. And hopefully Derek will be feeling better by then.
Oh, God. Because we ain't got to talk about John Cena no more. He's gone now, so he does not exist. You can't see him.